So in this video, I'm going to show you some interesting things that I have discovered during my endeavor to create Great Colombia. And I will open up this series of videos to see if I manage to do it once and for all. Let's begin with the most obvious explanation and something that I have learned in a difficult way. Money. Money is one of the most important things in a grand strategy game, and money in Realpolitiks II is located up in here. There are a lot of factors that govern how do you get money. But the most important factor is tax. So you need to squeeze the tax from people because there are very, very few technologies that will give you that boost of money. Of course, you can build stuff, but I remember that one of the most important stuff that you can build, if you would like to have quick money, then if you go to economy here, you see the tourist zone. Tourist zone at the very first is decreasing unemployment, giving HDI, and increasing the GDP growth. Is not giving straight money. If you reach up to alternative tourism, this evidently is going to increase by 5% the income that you get and will allow you to create 5-star hotel complexes. And you would like to go up to the so-called private resort. The path to reach there is pretty high, and you can see also the amount of money that you will need in order to reach political results. And I would rather get the so-called industry supremacy in this case. So because of the role-playing situation that I am facing, I have to wait up until the moment that I get my ideology in the right spot. And I have taken the path down here to nationalist society. Declare nationalistic values as the core of your nation, attempting to rally people under your flag so that they are ready to defend their country with their lives or attack others with their lives. You can see that at this point I am about to get there, and we are about to get the so-called nationalism support nationalist and nationalistic worldview in your country, which is not so bad. We have plenty of money and we will be able to build buildings like the leader's palace, and we're going to promote nationalism and increase interventionism. We're still a democracy. We are going like a rocket into totalitarianism, as you can see. So you can see that the prediction is that we're going very, very fast at this pace into a different form of political system. Obviously, I have put myself into the mobilization procedures, but I won't go here because army money maintenance cost increases as you go here, and I think we're good with the army that we will be able to muster, and we don't need more, at least by now. We don't need the reserve maintenance. However, you see military staff. Military staff increases the amount of generals that you are going to be able to get, but I think up to these mobilization procedures, we're pretty good. The thing is that here in army, you need to increase the advanced infantry training that we are doing right now, because we're training our troops, because we want a good army, not only a numerous army. And then you have the tactics for panzer divisions and artillery support, which will increase the attack of artillery that we are going to be needing. Something has to be clear here. Projects, if you go to the project tab down here and you go down here, you see projects, it says projects money maintenance. This is going to be go up the more projects you do. Some projects don't cost maintenance, but in this case we have a 671, and it's telling us that this one, for example, is going to increase 15, so on and so forth. you're going to be depleting your coffers if you don't take care about this. I have been spamming open pit mines. Open pit mines give a lot of income for the resources, and I can also upgrade it by going into the industry path, which is the reason I like the industry supremacy path. This is the unemployment of a population of 610. This is a figurative number, but you can see here that the unemployment rate is going so fast, up at 0.33% growth, that at this point we will have to declare a war because we need real estate. And there's another thing, because the more you go into the totalitarianism and you are surrounded by countries that are democracies, you're not going to be able to maintain good relations with those nations. As soon as I get myself into the authoritarianism realm, Brazil is not going to be playing the game with me. In terms of what you can build and what I have learned, I've tried different things. I have decided to do garbage dumps. Garbage dumps are going to be very interesting because just let me show you what they have. They have plus 75 immediate money income. That's the reason they are so good. The problem is that if you want to upgrade them, you will have to go for mass recycling, so that's a no-no for me. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is the fact that perhaps sometimes you don't see that when you put your spy to do something, it costs upkeep. So perhaps that is the reason you're getting wrecked in your economy. There's another technology that I'm going to pretty much recommend to do. In diplomacy, you have the embassy network and the diplomatic missions. With this, I don't remember which one, but that's the path. You can go here in positive actions and do diplomatic missions. I think it's diplomatic missions, to be honest, because that's the name of the action that you can do. Diplomatic missions is pretty useful for you. Diplomatic missions will allow you to send randomly a diplomat and do talks with the other country. Now you can go to political integration for the other country, and this thing is going to make the other country assimilate into your political views. It is a little bit difficult to do. You can ask for resources as well. You can look at how many resources they can give, and this is going to reduce their views from you. Now, I want to talk about the HDI here. The HDI is another interesting thing that perhaps if you come from Victoria, you're going to understand HDI as the consciousness of the people. There are two paths in the natural environment. One path is to go for Green New Deal and carbon tax and mass recycling. Of course, everything here in this path, the path of recycling and clean environment, is going to increase the HDI, because we will need to increase the HDI, okay, take into account that in order for us to become a nationalistic state. I don't want higher education, state universities, nothing of that sort up until the point that we expand. This is a hindrance for us in terms of HDI. How do you achieve HDI without going into Green New Deal and without education? Well, there's only one way to do it, and it's through secularity. Secularity, according to Realpolitiks, is going to give you a lot of consciousness. So look at this. I haven't seen any other technology in Realpolitiks that can give 3 HDI in one swoop. So here, that's the only way we can achieve the nationalist society, is through secularity. If you're willing to go through this path and you want to see me achieve the Greater Colombia, stay tuned with this series, and this time I'm here to do it. We're going to increase the power of the army. We're going to boost everything that we have to do with the nationalism in our state, and we will march our armies into Maduro's land, and we will take Maduro's territories, and we will do something that Simón Bolívar would be proud of. This is Victus. Welcome to the making of Great Colombia in Realpolitiks II. Interesting to note, the left has left us in here. You can see there's no left right now. We don't have left in the parliament. Oh, we reached to authoritarianism. So it was not updated. So now we are authoritarians, and that's the reason we have no left in the country. Let's see if I can do the block actions for political integration. At this point, you can see it here. He said democracy. So we're going to go for block actions, political integration. We're going to spend favors and this as well, because I want to achieve maximum. Look at the economy here. Doing very good. So we're going to go for religion first. This is pretty cheap. And we're going to go for nationalist support here. Oh, we will have to lobby some of them. Lobbying all parties, that's what we're going to do. So he's going to sit there. When he gets a little bit more of this thing called spy points, we're going to be able to do that. There you go, now we can do it. Okay, religion has been implemented. Now we intimidated all of the parties. So now I can go and create a secular regime here. That's good. So let's go ahead and project secularity and confirm. Okay, guys, we are doing it. Secularity, here we go. We're going to achieve very nice 3 points with this, and now we need a little bit more of HDI. How do we get the HDI now? Well, there's another way to do it. Let's go ahead and go for nationalist support. This increases, confirm, and then this one is going to increase the HDI if I'm not mistaken. No, we're doing good. We're fantastic right now. We're doing fantastic. I really like it. I really like it. See if we can... Secularity, we managed to do that? Good. Excellent. So now we have 33. We're going to go for a state investigation agency. So we are at 1 point, as you can see, for the one that we are reaching, and this is going to be achieved with social allowance. Now we go for the tactics of the Panzer Division. We need to train the Panzer and the artillery next. Fundraiser for victims of the warfares around the world we pass, because we're about to declare war. What are the wars? Forces of China, rebels of China, and Israel versus Saudi Arabia. Not too many wars at this point. I think at this point we have much more troops than Maduro. Very good, very good. We're decreasing the GDP growth. In negative, we're making it positive. So here we need to oh, there you go, nationwide strike. Let's do this one. It was reduced. The highest one is Choco. Choco is the highest one. So let's send this guy to Choco. Let's do a speech here. Propaganda. Let's do propaganda. I would have to do it more often than not. If I would like to decrease this manually. Social allowance gives us 35. This means that we're ready to get ourselves with the nationalistic views. Let's go to the ideology and we can get this. There you go. It's going to increase personal control, militarism, interventionism. Pretty good. Oh, but we need to lobby them. Okay. Just wait for it to do its thing here with the propaganda, and then we return to Bogota and we intimidate the parties. It has come to our attention that new cough drug has appeared on the market, the Susipect. It's called, seems to be relatively harmless. Its easy obtained costs quite the fat amongst the school youngsters. We could change the product a little, which will decrease the unhappiness. Why not? So let's do it. Maybe we could use it to our advantage and change the product a little. It's going to cost us money, increase personal control, but the happiness is going to be improved. There you go. Propaganda in Choco. So now let me send this to Bogota, and we do, okay, let's do this. What was that? Intimidate politicians. Okay, he needs to sit there a little bit. So we need more events that will reduce the unhappiness. In a series of isolated incidents, a few young kids have been found dead recently. Public opinion demands action and answers. Is because of the drug. Okay, so blame the incidents on unrelated causes. We are going to pay 2,000 money. The unhappiness is going to be terrible. Look at this. I prefer these. That doesn't take it off the shelves. Okay. Unhappiness plus 20% will cause our mass rebellion over here. So you have to be very careful, you see? Now, ooh, look, we've received a request from one of our Bloc members. They are planning to expand their military presence by reinforcing one of their borders. They would welcome our assistance, such as investment, to greatly exceed their current budget. According to them, okay, we're going to increase the relations with them. In the meantime, I think we're good. We're good because, oh yeah, we have the military artillery support. That's something that we definitely have to do. You can clearly get yourself good with one spy, but you will have to manage the situation. Investors would like to build new shopping centers. This is going to make good things. Okay, so yeah, we invest and we proceed to decrease the unemployment. Oh, it failed. I will have to do it by myself. So who are the guys that don't want to do that? Informally and quietly send an official apology. Okay, official apology. GDP growth. I think this one. No, GDP growth. This doesn't look bad. Increase the survivability with these, so I'm going to confirm this. The ones that don't like the situation are the center left and radical center, so let's fix this. We have plenty of money to do that. I'm gonna send a spy here. There you go. Confirm. There we go. So now we can start creating our army.